Hello, it's me, Jasmine, the crocheter here. And if you've been watching all of the videos, then you will see that this is the exact same thing that I am wearing in the previous intro. And that's because my friend gave me permission to pre-film the intros for this weekend since I will be at her house. So that way I can at least pre-prep the yarn because I have a really good suspicion what this day is. And if I open it at her house and I don't have any of the colors I want, I'm going to be very upset at myself. Because if you don't know a thing or two, let me tell you, Yarnmas, it's my personalized advent calendar that my best friend has set up for me. So she ordered all of the yarn without me knowing. I haven't seen any of it other than the yarn that I've opened previously. Each one was wrapped in wrapping paper like so and written with a code on it that helps her understand what she's wrapping. So for instance, this one is PPXL, PB, and J. And this one just says RS. There's one that's EN, EG, PLBB, so on and so forth. That's her little coding. That's how she remembers it. But I'm starting to decode it now, which makes me feel cool. So each letter basically stands for what it is. So for instance, yesterday we had PRVB. I'm looking at my whiteboard. And it turned out to be Premier Retro Velvet in the color blue, so that's how she's coding things. So I have a good suspicion what this is, because when she was buying all of the yarn, she said, well, what if I get something that's name is close to something? Like, can I do an optional challenge where you have to make something out of the name? Like, if I gave you peanut butter, for example, like, could you make something like that? And I was like, yeah. And then, like, I kept that in the back of my head, because I have a suspicion that PPXL is Premier Parfait XL, which is yarn that I use all the time, so I like that. I'm in a very good one. But PB and J, I'm assuming, is peanut butter and jelly in the speckles yarn that they have. So I'm a little, I hope I'm right, and I'm just gonna look stupid after opening this. But if I am right, I wanted to make a peanut butter and jelly jellyfish, which I would need extra brown and extra purple for. So if I opened this at her house and I didn't have those, it's kind of like that day is a fail already in my heart, just because it's not what I wanted to make out of it. So fingers crossed that this is the actual, I just ripped it like that, that this is the actual thing. This is definitely XL, I can feel it. It is their sprinkles. Oh. She has a little note for me here. But this is the Parfait XL sprinkles in the color PB and J. It looks like this, so I'm super excited. I had a feeling that this is what this was. I'm happy that I'm right. I'm definitely decoding her code, but I still don't know yarn. But she left me a little note. This is how she's been telling me about the prompts. Peanut butter and jelly themed. You won't be able to read it because it's in reverse, but she left me a little bread note there. So I will definitely be doing something peanut butter and jelly themed. Like I said, I already want to do a peanut butter and jelly jellyfish. So this color is going to be the bread. I'm going to bring extra purple. I'm going to bring extra brown to make like tentacles coming out of the bread and like little sauce coming out of the tops and sides of the bread. So I'm super excited for this. I don't think I'm going to be able to make more than one, unfortunately, just because it is XL. It's only 65 yards or 150 grams, whichever you prefer. I'm starting to talk really fast because I'm excited. I need to, like, calm down for a minute. So I'm super excited to do this. I already know exactly in my head what I want to do. So this is just going to be a very short video. I feel like there's not really any like contemplating. There's no like explaining my story of what I want to do. I already knew what I wanted to do when she asked me if I could do something peanut butter and jelly. I already knew. I was planning in my head. I already know where to go. So I'm a little excited about this. This is fun. We like this. But I'm ready to get into it, man. This is going to be a fun day, a fun day, a fun, easy day. It's not going to be a long video either today, which I guess is a good thing for you guys, because it should be Sunday. So I guess it's a good thing that you guys are just taking it easy peasy. But I'm going to make this, and I'm going to be super stoked about it. But like I said, you're going to see it at my friend's house, so prepare. Okay. End of the day. It's about 9:30 p.m. I forgot to take note of times yesterday. My bad. I had a little extra free time, so I started working on one of the bunnies again, but I did not get anywhere close to finishing it, so that was kind of a dead end. But I did get today's prompt done. If you remember, I said I wanted to do a cool peanut butter and jellyfish, so I made just that. It's got a few little tentacles down here. They're not all the same like size. I was kind of just like rough eyeballing them. But the main bread is the Premier Yarns. The side here is yarn that I had, and the tentacles are all just yarn that I had. I basically only was able to make the front and the back panels, and it's not as big as I would have liked, but I only had one ball, so I kind of had to make do with what I could. And I thought the front looked pretty like bare in my opinion. It just looked blank. So my friend was like, you should add some little splotches to make it look like, you know, the peanut butter and jelly like splotched on it. So I put a little jelly patch on the front and a giant jelly patch on the back. And once again, the tentacles are kind of all just oddball sizes. I wasn't like trying to make them all the same size. I feel like it's more fun if they're all just randomly placed about. But I think this turned out super cute. I think if I would have made the tentacles a bit more like even looking, it would look a little bit better rather than just the purple ones seem super short compared to the other ones. But I still say this is a pretty big success. I kind of just winged this pattern myself. There isn't really a peanut butter and jellyfish pattern out there. So if you're crocheters and you think this is super cute and would like to see a pattern for it on my YouTube here, I'd be more than happy to get another ball of this color and make a video doing this pattern, because it was super easy to remember and it only took me a few hours to do. So it's honestly super cute and easy to do, so it's not a bad thing at all. But I don't have super long to sit here and talk about my jellyfish today. It's super late. I got up pretty early, so I'm taking an early night for myself just to relax in bed for a bit. So that's all for Mr. Bread. You will see more of my stuff tomorrow, and I will be back in my normal setting again tomorrow, so I can rant on longer. So see you then.